Okay, I'm live. I'm live. Hey, I'm live. I'm live. Okay, I'm live. I'm live. All right. We're going to start this kind of early. Let's see how I can. Here, request to join if you can. I don't want to say your name on Instagram. Or I can. Miss London. See if you can request to join and then I can accept it. Now we just wait for people. I'm going to start.
Hi.
Hey, girl. I'm going to try to invite some people too because even if it's just one or two people, still,
Yeah.
we're going to have some fun.
Okay. That's right. That's what it's all about.
I know that's right. You looking all cute.
Oh, you too. Adorable. I love your makeup.
Thank you. Thank you. We got another person. So, yeah, we got three so far.
All right. We doing it big out here, right?
Oh, we got four. See, there we go. There we go. So we got four people. So, let's take a sip to that.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Cue the music.
You probably going to see me sipping kind of a lot. So,
For some reason, you're sideways though. Is it supposed to be sideways or?
yeah, I got mine sideways because of the way the thing is held up, the way my phone is
Oh,
held
okay.
up.
Gotcha.
I know
Gotcha.
it's weird. I can't get this thing. It's like I'm trying to learn how to work it.
Uh-huh.
But it's all right. We gonna get it. We gonna get it.
That's right.
And I can still see you.
I haven't seen you in so many years. How have you been?
Girl, I've been doing good. How about you? And I
I've
see
been
you
doing
acting
good.
in movies.
I'm trying, girl. It's hard out here. Okay.
Well, you doing a good job. When I seen that you was in the videos and Dolomite, I'm looking like, go ahead, go ahead, okay. But yep,
I'm
I guess we can go ahead and get started.
okay. Perfect.
All right, everybody, what's up? It's your girl, Lena Michelle, the RnBEmpress, and I'm here with Miss London Worthy. Yes, remember that name because you're going to see her in some more movies. You're going to see her in the Grammys. You're going to see her, I'm telling you, she out here, okay? I've known her for a long time, and who'd have ever thought the barista at Starbucks
Starbucks.
and look, the greeter with the badge at Target would be out here doing big things. How you doing?
I am very well, very blessed, highly favored, especially with everything that's going on right now. So I'm just happy that, I'm here in a new year and I'm ready to hit the ground running.
I know that's right. And like I say, you are doing a great job. Let everybody know like some of the things that you've done, Miss Model slash actress.
Well, for those who don't know, my name is London. I am an actress, slash model, I guess you could say. I have done a few court shows. I've been in a few music videos, um, reality TV, marriage boot camp, hip hop edition. So I've done a couple
Mm-hmm.
of things here and there, but I'm just a regular girl, just like everyone else. I'm currently pursuing entertainment and sports law, which is going to be my avenue. Thank you. My avenue to, make a difference in that type of industry because it's always been a part of my life. I've been acting since I was a little girl in church and in high school and other things of that nature, even some in college. And I kind of got away from it. It was more theatrical. But now, Hollywood is here and I'm trying to, take it by storm. So I'm taking a little break right now for studying. But I'm definitely going to come back, with a vengeance. So don't sleep on me.
Well, congratulations. What year are you in now in law school? Because I'm ready to say this is my lawyer right here. So
Yes. Don't worry. You got the family discount.
okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm in my last year, my third year, actually like a year and a half because I'm part-time. So I got like an extra semester on top of that. But this is my third year that I've been here. And, they say the first year they scare you. The second year they work you. and the third year they bore you. So I'm ready to get bored and get the heck out of here, okay?
I know that's right. Let me know when you get sworn in, okay? I'm serious, because I'll be right there like.
Absolutely. Thank you for your support.
Oh, no problem. Congratulations on everything, Queen. Congratulations.
And you too, with your amazing voice, and you doing big things out here too. So let's not forget about that.
Oh, little me. It's like, no, thank you so much. Thank you. You know, I tell everybody, you keep God first, and everything is gonna fall in place. And like I say, look at you doing big things. I can't wait to sit next to you at one of the BET Awards. Like, yeah, that's you right there. Yeah, that's you right there. Yeah,
that's right.
Well, one of the things that a lot of people don't know, or that we just found out, we got PCOS in common.
Mm-hmm.
And for everybody that's seeing me sideways and seeing her one way, work with me, y'all. Y'all can see us as long as y'all get the information going.
Right.
But one thing people don't know, that it can come to anybody, any size, because I know I'm on the heavier side. I'm a BBW, and you're kind of a small woman, I guess you could say what society call a normal sized woman.
I'm not small at all.
Well, you carry it well. Okay.
I'm just tall. I'm not small, but I'm tall.
Well, you carry it well, Miss Model. Okay.
You carry yours well too. Don't go there with me. But go ahead.
Well, thank you. But a lot of people do not know that it affects, well, they say 1 in 10 women. And I'm looking like, wait a minute, because I remember times where we were just sitting up laughing and talking, and we didn't even know what it was affecting each other. So I think it's a little bit more than 1 in 10.
Oh, yeah. I agree. That's
what I'm thinking. And one thing I want to ask you, when it comes to PCOS, well, first, let me tell everybody what PCOS is.
Yes.
It's polycystic ovarian syndrome. And according to Google, the definition is a hormonal disorder that's causing enlarged ovaries with small cysts on the outer edges. I'm going to tell y'all now, if y'all got y'all kids listening in, okay, you might not want to do that, because we do have wine, so I hope you got wine. Kids be looking like, Ma, what's that? There you go, PCOS. Every time you hear that, you take a sip.
Right. Take a sip.
That's our mystery word. But yeah, a lot of people do not understand really what the causes of it is. Even the doctors, a lot of doctors don't even know really what it's causing. And so it's like, I even asked, I said, is it hereditary? They were like, oh, it may be if somebody in the family had it. But here's the thing. Nobody in my family ever mentioned it. And obviously my grandmother had children. My mother had children. Mm-hmm. My aunt has a child. But then it gets down to me, and it's like, okay, wait a minute,
Right.
So, I mean, does anybody in your family have it, or have you ever noticed anybody that may have been affected by it?
Not no one in my particular family that I know of. Like you said, all my, family, female we're childbearing. One aunt, she did pass. She never had kids. She may have been, now that I think about it, now that you bring it up. But besides that, no. Like when I first started my period, and I was like in the 7th grade, I was like 12, 13 years old, and I had my period, and then like the next month I didn't have one. And my mother thought I was out sleeping around. And I'm like, Mom, it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so we go to the doctor, because she like didn't believe me. And the doctor was like, oh no, this is normal. Like this happens. And my mom had no clue. So we found out together that there was a problem. I didn't know at that point what it was, but I definitely knew straight out the bat that I had a problem.
Okay. Because with me, I think I started mine's probably around 11 or 12 when I started my cycle, and it was a little heavy, And even then, you're supposed to have at least 12 periods in a year. Right. I got down to only having 3 in a whole year. And of course, my mom and dad looking at me when I got to high school like, I'm like, no, it's not. It's not. Trust me.
We having the same thing.
It's not. I'm scared of y'all. It's not. What you thinking? And even then, I did not find out that I had polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS. I didn't find out that I had it until I was 20 years old. Yeah. And it was like, wow, I'm just now finding this out, and they were like, okay, you may have to lose some weight. That's going to help. But my weight is going like this
Mm-hmm.
forever. It has always gone like this, and
Yeah,
then they
that's the
tried
story of everybody.
girl, then they tried to put me on metformin. Did they try to do that with you? Put you on any medication?
So with me, like when I said I didn't know, I knew it was a problem, but I didn't know what it was. And I actually still to this day haven't been formally diagnosed. Back in 2011, I went for like a routine, checkup or whatever, and they did like an ultrasound on me, and it just came up in the conversation, like I think I might have this syndrome, and he's like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you probably do. I'll just give you some birth control. They always just brush it off with birth control. If you're not trying to
Mm-hmm.
have children, because I'm, if it happens for me, but I'm not, that's not one of my, life goals. But I know that's a lot of women that's what they want to do. They want to have children. I don't knock that or anything. But I'm not personally looking to have a child. So since that's not my case, it's like they just act like it's not a big deal, but it's still a big deal because there's
Mm-hmm.
still other things that go on with me. You still have skin issues, you still have unwanted hair, you still have stubborn belly fat, and even when I don't have periods, I'm spotting, throughout the year, and
Mm-hmm.
it could be heavy, it could be light, but it's not really a period, and that can take a toll not only on my partners in life, sexual partners. They like, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta buy new
Mm-hmm.
underwear all the time. Like it's a job. But I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. And like I say, y'all gonna hear some stuff. Y'all might be like, what they talking about? Let me tell you something. We having girl chat, okay? If any guys want to join in, at least you'll know what's up when you get your woman. And if
Mm-hmm.
something like this is going on, you can say, "Oh, I heard about that. That's that PCOS." Mm-hmm. But it's like, see, yep, see, mm-hmm. We're gonna be gone by the time before
That's the
it's up.
goal. That's the goal. No, I'm kidding.
There you go. But I know with me, they have put me on metformin,
Mm-hmm.
prenatal vitamins. They even tried the birth control. And I'm looking like, okay, I'm married. It even got to a point where I was looking like, okay, baby, maybe you need to go get checked. He got checked out. They was like, oh, he good to go. We need to go ahead and check you out. So I'm like, okay, I already know what's going on.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if you're trying to get pregnant, why would they put you on birth control? They'll
No,
put you on birth control and then they'll take you off of say, okay, once you stop, then that should help. It's like, no, my body then got used to that birth control and now this is in my system. What's going on?
that's one of the $1 million questions. First of all, what's causing it seriously? Second of all, what's the cure? And third of all, why are you giving me birth control? Those are the $3 million questions. The top three I would have to ask, and I really wish I had an answer because you're right. That makes absolutely no sense. And I don't know if I want to say they're being lazy, but I just feel like there's not enough people talking about it. There's not enough, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? It's just not in the media enough for people to
Mm-hmm.
really take it serious and really try to figure out what's going on so we can have some type of solution. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And people do not know that it gets to the point where if not treated or if you don't know about PCOS, it could lead to ovarian cancer as well.
I learned
And
that. I
people
did
don't
learn
know
that.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just found that out like maybe a couple of years ago. And I'm like, wow, what's going on? Y'all learning something new every day. Let me teach y'all something.
Yeah, ovarian cancer, it makes you high risk for a lot of other diseases, especially like, with the insulin resistance with it, diabetes and all the things of that nature. So it's definitely it's very serious. And I just wish the doctors and the medical, the physicians would take it more serious instead of just giving me birth control.
That just means they don't know everything, of course.
Yeah,
I
of
learned
course.
that off the bat,
Of
you
course.
know. And another thing is there certain things that you try to stay away from eating. I know with me, I have to try to stay away from soy and dairy, of course. I mean, that's obvious, but anything else, like do you do the keto diet or something?
Well, right now it's a new year. I'm trying to get a little bit leaner. So I'm trying a low carb diet right now. I'm trying to, with Black girls, we got to worry about our hair. So I'm trying to walk. That's the most thing I probably could do without sweating too much.
Girl.
But no, I love dairy. I love, I worked at Starbucks and I love dairy. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really hard for me to give that up. But I'm trying to be better because I know that even though, like you said earlier, it affects people of different, weight sizes, categories, and things of that nature. because even when I was, you knew me back then, I was way, way thinner. So, and I still had it back then, but I know that as I've gained weight, the symptoms have gotten worse. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have hair growing on my face and dry eye, my glands in my eyes all clogged up and stuff like that. Like I have like a lot worse symptoms now as I got older and started gaining more weight. So I think if, losing weight and being more on the lean side, on the right BMI index, it's going to suppress the symptoms, but it's not going to make it go away.
Right. But even then, like you say, with the losing of the weight, how can you tell somebody that has it that's already of a lean size? Because there are celebrities out there, that's already small and got to keep up with their shape. What are you telling them? Do they have to lose any more weight? Or that's what I would like to know.
That's a good question. That's a very good question. So we would have to ask them and see. Like, and I'm so happy in the celebrity thing. Like, do you watch Teen Mom?
Sometime I do, girl.
Okay,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, one of the mothers on there, Macy Bookout, and she's been an advocate for PCOS. She is very thin, and of course, Keke Palmer just came out recently. She's very thin. So, I mean, I want to actually kind of reach out to them in some type of way and see if we can, use their celebrity pool to link up with us regular girls right now and see if we can collaborate and do something, because not only are they on the thinner side, they have, that type of connection. So I think that would be a good thing to really try to pick their brain and their mind and see what the doctors are telling them too, and see if we all in the same boat,
Because with Keke Palmer, when I seen her, that's my best friend in my head. She just don't know it, Hopefully she'll know it one day, but right now she just in my head. That's my best friend. And when I seen her, and I literally started crying when she came out, because I was like, oh my gosh, she had the courage to come out. I was like, you go, girl. And when I seen the cyst that she had on her face, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's me right there. It's scary out here.
It didn't make me cry, but it definitely touched my heart because, and everybody goes through puberty, everybody goes through their awkward stage and everything like that, but for me it was especially hard. My skin started getting really, really bad in the 4th grade. I wasn't even in middle school, I was still in elementary school, and I was teased, bullied, and I had a very rough childhood because of that. From the 4th grade to the 10th grade I started using Proactive, and my skin got significantly better. But now and I still have issues with PCOS, what I'm saying, like I can't get rid of it all, but it definitely has. If you would have seen me back then, you would not recognize me now. But now I feel like because I've been using Proactive for over maybe 15-20 years now, my skin has gotten used to it, so my skin is a lot better as far as my face. But now I see that I've suppressed it on my face, and now it's all on my butt. My butt looks like Keke Palmer's face.
Wow.
Exactly. Wow. And that can take a toll on your self-esteem, on like I said, having sex and partners and things like that. Like, it's not just here. It's it's other places too. So, and I have yet to find something to get rid of that. And I feel like it's because I've suppressed it on my face. It had found somewhere else to pop up. It didn't just go away. It just found somewhere else to go.
Mine's got to the point that it pops up on my chest sometimes. So, when you try to wear cleavage and stuff and you got these little marks, it's like, okay, And then when the guys, before I got married, they're like, oh, you must have had chicken pox. I'm like, no, how do you just sit down like, okay, let me explain what it is, PCOS is. And they looking like, okay, And it was even getting to the point, it got so bad when I was dating other men before my husband. I'm so happy he's comfortable because he's sitting in the room with me, kind of helping me. But it got so bad that I can't read that. Okay. But it got so bad that guys thought that they could try to, I guess because they have unprotected sex with me because I was not able to get pregnant. And I'm like, hold up, unless you putting a ring on my finger, we ain't doing that, boo-boo, stank. We ain't doing that, Right. And that's just to show how ignorant people would get.
Yes. That is straight up ignorance. I've had a situation like that not too long ago, like a month ago. Because I tell people, partners, I tell them, that it's going to be, if I get pregnant, get your knees ashy, okay? Because you're going to have to be on your knees praying, because it's going to be the second coming of Christ. because that's how hard it is to get pregnant.
So silly.
And you see how ignorant they are. It's like, I'm telling it as a joke. I'm halfway serious, but I'm joking. It's still a possibility, but it is very difficult. And they have tried me in that area as well. So I get where you're coming from. I have been tried in that regard.
Girl. But then here's another thing. There's people with PCOS that still have children. So that's one thing I want to make sure I let it be known. You know, it's not just infertility. It's also mood swings, weight gain.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get hot flashes. Do you get hot flashes? Yeah. I had got one before, and my mom was like, "You're not old enough for." No, mama, it's something totally different. My body temperature is way off.
I may not have recognized it, but it's highly possible. A hot flash, yeah. Wow. I have dry eye. It's called I can't say it right. Meibomian. I can't do it. It's like dry eye, but the glands in my eye, it's like sweat glands, and little they get clogged up, and I have to wipe them every day. And it got so bad, like it's really itchy and really, really bad. And I looked it up, and it's one of the things that come with PCOS, and it could turn into blepharitis, where I would have to get like lipid eye surgery and stuff like that. Like, it looks fine, but if you put like a magnifying glass and I lift up my eyelid, like, it's really bad. Like, I have to clean my eyelid out every day with these little wipes.
Wow,
that just happened to me in 2016. I just woke up one day with it.
And you know, it's like every year a whole new symptom come up.
Yes,
every year. Man, and with the infertility, I keep bringing that up because that's one thing my husband and I are struggling with now. And it's like, even when I was losing the weight, I still had the belly fat, and it's like literally like a tire around your stomach, literally.
Yeah, because you're skinny everywhere. Well, I'm skinny everywhere else, and it's just this part, and I'm just like, bro, like, what the heck? But you know, even when I was thinner, even in high school, I always felt like I still had like a little, like a little pouch. You know what I'm saying? It's not like how it is now, but it was definitely not. It was never washboard flat. I'm gonna just say it like that. And I think it's because of PCOS.
Have they ever diagnosed you with fibroids along with it or anything?
I've never been diagnosed with fibroids or anything. Knock on wood, hopefully I won't be diagnosed with anything like that. I grew up with asthma. And so I was on a lot of steroids as a kid. And so I don't know if that has something to do with it. With taking all those type of, drugs and everything for my asthma, it may have affected me, my organs, my reproductive organs. At least that's what my father seems to think. But, that's another story. But
right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wow. And, it's just scary just to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, goodness. What about any mood swing? Any mood swings or anything that you may have? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm evil.
Anyway, so we have mood swings anyway, so I don't think we can ever diagnose that or pin it towards PCOS, but I guess we probably do. I mean, because it's hormone related, right? You know what I'm saying? It's hormone tied, and that ties into periods as well. That's hormone, so it's just like, sure, might as well add that to the list. We already got 25 things on the list, you know what I'm saying? So I probably do have mood swings and don't realize that that's what's causing it. I just chalk it up to being a woman and being hormonal, but this is a hormonal syndrome, a hormonal disease. So of course, add that to the list.
I know with the hormones going crazy, like you said, I have the hot flashes. I get really, really hot sometimes. And I'm one of the ones, if I could, I would have a window open and the fan on. I don't care if it's below 3 outside. So my husband's sitting there like, for real though, I'm sitting in the bed with a parka on. You sitting up like we in Jamaica. I'm like, baby, you just don't know. 2 minutes later, it's cold. Help, it's cold. He was like, I told you.
Well, I'm like that already because not only am I suffering with PCOS, I'm also anemic. So my hands and feet get cold. So I will sit here with a space heater and the air on at the same time. So I'm with you on that.
Plus, I think it's just us as women. That's just us as women. I was looking at some facts and stuff. Like, one of the things that was said, women with PCOS have a higher chance of having diabetes, miscarriages, preterm deliveries, and stillbirth. And I can say honestly, 3 miscarriages already, and all they will say is it's stress, or we don't know what it is. I got up to like maybe 8 weeks was as far as I got up to.
Really? I'm so sorry to hear that. My heart goes out to you for that. I don't wish that on nobody. And
Me
that's
either.
well, I'm so sorry about that. I've actually never been pregnant that I know of. Um,
The
and
way you
that's
said it.
no, seriously. But I'm I'm so scared that I'm gonna be one of those people on that show. I didn't know I was pregnant because of PCOS. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't have my period, it's nothing for me. I don't think twice about it. And I feel like I'm gonna be one of those people where I get so far along and I'm having a baby in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? So
Girl, I've had that fear before too. I have. I was sitting here like, am I pregnant or am I not? And your period don't come on. So it's like, even when you take the pregnancy test, you're sitting there like, oh,
yeah.
okay.
Right. You like, I
Homegirl
don't even
here.
know if I can trust this. Right. You have to like actually go make an appointment, get an ultra, like get tests done and stuff like that, like to really absolutely be sure. I'm going through that right now. I haven't had a period since November 7th. It's January what? 2nd.
Oh,
So
wow. Yeah.
I'm and you know, I slipped up and had some incident, you know what I'm saying? So I need to go buy a test right now. So bye y'all. I'm about to go get a test.
But even then, like you say, when you get a test, you can't even track the ovulation either, you know. So even when you take the test and you go to the hospital, they're like, okay, you're not pregnant. And it's like, nah, you don't understand. I got the insurance. Go ahead, do an ultrasound. Tell me, because it might be in there waving like, nah, I'm here, right
Right.
here,
Do
you
an
know.
ultrasound in the front and the back.
Girl, if you want to, go up my nose and everything.
Right.
Okay, try again. Try in the ear. Try it. Something.
And you know, another thing about that is not even, you know, just pregnancy alone. We're more prone to have ectopic pregnancies. With miscarriage is
Mm-hmm.
ectopic, where you know, it's basically like a miscarriage because you can't. It never goes to fruition. They have to, you know, pull it out. So same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. And then I know someone in my family, I don't want to put out there who it is, but we believe that this person has PCOS because their cycle, if anything, was opposite of mine, but it's so heavy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, she always had a heavy cycle. And I'm like,
Mm.
but you had kids. She's like, that's why we never even thought about it. You know, if it was anything going on.
See,
But had the
you bring
hair
up
up under the
stuff.
chin and everything.
See, you see, it's more than a shadow, you guys. This is real life.
We can't even see it. It's all right. Look, I painted over mine, okay? I was plucking and naring and everything, and because I can't wear
It's
no
such a
full beard out
nuisance.
here.
It's such a nuisance. But when you bring up the heavy period thing, see, as I've gotten older, I've gotten other symptoms like the hair, the dry eye, stuff like that. And my hair, my hair sheds a lot too. I'm surprised I still got it
Okay.
on my head. It sheds really, really bad, and that's also a symptom. Um, but with the heavy periods, that was more so in my early teens, my late teens, early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And now my periods have gotten more under control now. They're not completely regular, but I've definitely seen a difference as I've gotten older with my periods being more regular than they were in my 20s and being lighter than they were in my 20s. In my 20s,
Okay.
they were heavy, they were long, and they were schizophrenic. Okay. I remember, I remember I was in my sophomore year in college, undergrad, and I was bleeding so bad I could not leave my dorm. I was missing class. Like I would have to get in the shower
Oh.
like every 15 to 30 minutes. That's how bad I was bleeding. And my roommates were looking at me like, what's wrong with this girl? My hands and my feet started peeling and my ankles
Oh.
swelled up out of nowhere. And they never
Mm-mm-mm.
fully even went down after that. And I think all of that was a major PCOS event. I think that's when it kind of like came to a head and just, I don't know, spread all over my ovaries or something. But I haven't had anything like that since. But
Mm-hmm.
I've experienced both sides of the spectrum. Is what I'm trying to say when it comes to the periods, the
Right.
heavy and the light. So.
Like right now, I'm going through where my cycle it comes, but it's not leaving. I
Mm-hmm.
have been on my cycle, and yes, I'm putting it out there, y'all. 6 months now. I've been on my cycle, and it's like it'll leave for a couple of days. So by that time, when hubby putting on the Marvin Gaye, and he like, we about to get it on, I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I got the diaper on. I'm sorry, and he looking like, boo, really. So thank you, shout out to you, Russell. Thank you so much for understanding what's going
Yes,
on. You
Russell.
know.
Yes,
Yeah.
I need me a Russell in my life because I don't. Because listen, trying to
No.
explain this, it's a job, and I've gone like that where it's been 6 months at a time, and it don't be heavy, it just be steady, real steady,
Yeah.
and then I'll go 6 months without it, and I'm just like, you can never plan nothing. You can't plan a trip, you can't plan an anniversary, you can't. It's like I
Girl.
wish, even though I like the times when I don't have it, I don't have to deal with it. But I wish I would just be a normal woman, a normal girl, and have it so I know when it's coming, I know when it's leaving, and I can live my life without having these interruptions.
It got to the point, I seen something on Facebook and I actually took their advice. I bought some Depends, okay? And I just stayed home, and especially since we're quarantining now and everything, everybody got to stay home. Girl, I had on Depends and I was like, ain't nothing on the bed sheets. I'm good. Even though Russell was looking at me like, for real? For real, I still love you, but that don't look cute with a nightgown. So what? But it ain't bloody.
See, I don't know if I would take it that far, but I might have to, because this is like, I have how people have period underwear. I have my PCOS underwear. Okay, that's what I have. Because it's a struggle. It's a daily struggle to deal with it, like, all the time. And I've been dealing with it since periods came out. Like, some people will get it after childbirth, or they'll say it'll leave, or if you have it before childbirth, you actually end up getting pregnant, it'll come back or something like that. But you never actually get rid of it all the way. Like, I don't know. I'm like, dang, maybe I can get pregnant. I can get a real break.
Yeah, I know that's right. Now, with the cysts, when they're on your face, have you really just had a breakout when you was on the set for a movie or when you were doing a video?
So my breakouts are normally on my chin, and that's hormonal related, just period, regardless of PCOS. I wouldn't say, like I said, I've been using Proactive, and they're really good, but I don't use them like I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to do it 2 to 3 times a day. I'm lazy, and I've been so used to it. I only do it once a day. If I did it the way I'm supposed to, my skin would probably be a lot better. But no, I haven't really had an issue being on set and things like that with my skin. It was more so during my childhood that I had the issues. And like I said, the only time I probably really would have had something is if I was on set and it was like a revealing outfit, and I'm maybe self-conscious about my butt, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so marked up and everything from the PCOS and the cyst breakouts, and those can be pretty painful. And even not even just on my anus, but in my thigh area is starting to get a little bit bad, like all the way, like the thigh part that's like kind of close to your purse.
Yeah, I got you. You girl, your home girl down there.
So they come in clusters, and they're so painful. They come in it'd be like 10, 20 of them at a time, and you can barely sit down. You know what I'm saying? It's a real nuisance. It's a real nuisance. So I think I haven't really had experience on set with it, probably because in the position that it is, and they just think, maybe, just have a bad day. Maybe she ate some chocolate. That's another thing that bothers me. People are like, oh, because you're eating chocolate and drinking pop. No, that's not why my face is broke out. My face is broke out because I had syndrome. That's why. It's not because of pop and chocolate. And I just want to dispel that myth. Okay.
Girl, I be sitting there eating chocolate like, for real. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Like, you just do not know. Okay.
Do not know. Exactly.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of questions just to ask because it affects people differently, And has it really, I know we touched on it a little bit, but with your relationships, have you had anybody that just kind of left you because, like, okay, I can't do anything with you, or,
If somebody has, stopped dealing with me in a romantic way because of my skin, they have not let me know. So I would not know that personally, because I've never been expressed that. All my stuff goes back to childhood. I remember, and I hate to keep so I remember, I'm trying not to get emotional.
Girl, it's okay. I told you have some tissue. Don't play with me, because drinking go make you start crying. Don't play with me. This girl talk. Go ahead.
Okay. So for me, and I want to speak to like the inner. We probably don't have any children out here, but I want to speak to like the inner child, that little girl. You know what I'm saying? That was going through the issues that I was going through, not knowing that it was bigger than puberty. You know what I'm saying? I was having something else going on. And I remember, because I was a nerd. I'm not gonna lie. I was more introverted, which, you know, plays to my benefit now, of course. But I think I was partially introverted because of my skin, you know what I'm saying? And it made me feel some type of way, and I got teased and bullied about it. So I remember one time, this cute guy, his name was Demetrius. In the 7th grade.
Look, I'm waiting because I'm about to call Demetrius out, okay? don't be messing with my girl now, okay?
And he pretended to be my boyfriend. It was a joke that they was like, oh, pretend like you're going to be London boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Act like you're going to be her boyfriend. She's going to get all happy, and then we're going to break it to her. He don't really go with you, you know? So I didn't know this. So I thought that he really liked me and really wanted to date me and really wanted to talk to me. And we were walking home as a group. You know, everybody lived like in the neighborhood, and we were walking home, and I thought I was walking home with my boyfriend. And all of a sudden, everybody just started running away, laughing, and it was just like a big joke. And that's one of the moments for me, I was just like, oh my God, like this is like terrible. So even though my skin is way better than it was then, I still have moments when things don't go right in my personal life as an adult with guys. I still have moments like, damn, maybe it was all a joke. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was, you know, like I get self-conscious about that. It makes me feel, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, because you're about to get me to going. I'm serious. I'm sitting here looking like, I don't know if it's the wine or if it's you telling your story. It's got me to going like, oh my goodness.
Look, I'm getting hot. Hold on.
Look, I'm going to take a sip for you, girl. Hold on.
But yeah, it really takes a toll on your self-esteem. And as self-esteem, that's all you got in this world. You know what I'm saying? Besides your friends and your family, you have to feel confident about yourself. You have to feel like you that chick. You know what I'm saying? And to make it, you can't walk around with your head held down and thinking that somebody's going to take you serious. And it's really have taken a toll on me. That's why I was so happy that I found Proactive. I remember being in my room. I was in the 9th grade, and I saw the commercial, and P. Diddy was on there selling it at the time. And I'm like, Mom, you have to buy this for me. Like, you understand. Like, you have to. Like, all the kids at school are teasing me and bullying me. And she was like, okay, I'll do it. But she never made me feel like, you know, I was less than or unworthy or whatever the case may be. She's like, whatever, it's not a big deal. But it was really a big deal. And then after that, you know, everything started leveling out. And then as I got older, I started to get the other symptoms. But that's how it affects me now in my adult life, because I'm always going back to that little girl who, you know, was never good enough, you know? So.
Yeah. With me, when I was younger, if you've seen the movie Norbit, I was kind of like Rasputia when she was, you know, younger. Like, you got a girlfriend? You do now. Like, get on up then. Come on.
Stop.
But I know exactly what you're talking about with that. And with me, my mom got me Noxzema, you know. I could have did the Proactive, but my mom was like, nope, your skin might get used to that. Try this, Noxzema. And she used to use Noxzema. So she told me a little trick. She was like, wear it all night. And when you get up in the morning, wash it off, you know. And my skin has started getting real clear. But I'll never forget this. I'm going to tell y'all this. Don't y'all ever bring this back up to me. I forgot to wash it off in the morning, and I was late.
You didn't even look in the mirror?
Girl, all I did, I took the washcloth and I, you know, just got the crust out of my eyes, brushed my teeth. I was like, I smell something. I smell something. Okay. Girl, I was in the bathroom at school talking about, I got to talk to my mama about that. Like, she ain't even remind me. I just know I was late getting up. I'm like, oh my God, I got to hurry up and get up out of here. But at least my breath smell good. At least my underarms and everything else smell good.
You got to look at the bright side now. See, Noxzema, I tried that too. I needed something strong. That didn't work for me. That didn't work for me.
Okay. I understand. Like, now I'm using something I got from Ulta, and it's supposed to be like a kale detox, and it's doing pretty good when I use it. Sometimes them breakouts just say, nope, we fighting. We coming on.
Yeah, they will fight through. And that's because of the syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Because I would see other people clear skin, clear as day, and they don't have no problems and no issues. That's how I know that it's something internal. We can fight it on the external all we want, but if it's something internal that has not been fixed, which is PCOS, it's gonna rear its ugly head no matter what. So I've gotten a little more comfortable, you know what I'm saying, knowing like until this is resolved, this is gonna be what it is. So I might as well embrace it and move on. I can't let it get me down. Even though I may have those moments where I feel down because I go back to that little girl, I have to realize you're an adult now and nobody's perfect, and this is my flaw and this is what it's going to be until we get some type of resolution for this.
Right, right. And it's, it's hard to remember that you got polycystic ovarian syndrome, especially when you cooking or you ordering something, you be like, let me get the cheese, the extra cheese. And remember, dairy, because of the hormones from the cow,
right,
that's mixing in with your hormones. So it's like they kind of, I guess you could say, fighting against each other, and that's another reason breakouts come about, so where somebody be like, give me the double cheeseburger with cheese and this and cheese and that, I'm sitting there like, just give me the hamburger. Better yet, no, just give me the salad. Then give me the salad all together, and then you get mad, like, nope, just give me the double cheese with the milkshake. And but not only is the hormones mixing with each other, that's also adding that weight on, adding more weight.
Exactly.
Man,
exactly.
Oh, man.
That's why I'm trying to do the low carb diet and try, get a little bit more active and things of that nature. I'm not going to give up the dairy completely. Like Starbucks I love Starbucks, so it's non-fat, no whip, but I'm still going. I might get a tall instead of a venti, but I just feel like I should have to sacrifice things that I love. You know what I'm saying, for this thing to happen to me that I had no control over. You know what I'm saying? So
I thought venti was the only size. Okay.
Come on now, you remember?
I thought venti was the only one. I mean.
Oh no, I see what you're saying.
With whipped cream, the whipped cream on top.
It's been the only one for me, but I'm leaving that in 2020. We're gonna go to the smaller side.
It came to 2021 with me like, hello. You want to. And I'll be like, okay, give me the almond milk or the coconut milk. That's what I started doing. And like I say, now that I found out that soy is not even good, it's like, come on. Because I wanted to try to go vegetarian. Soy is like a lot of things. It replaces a lot of meat. And it's like, come on, I can't even do that. So, and then drinking the herbal teas, trying to take the right vitamin. And and sometimes you be ready to give up. Like, forget it. Just forget it,
Yeah. Because, you got a list of stuff. You feel like you got cancer or something. Like, you feel like you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like you have not saying it's not a serious disease, but you feel like you have some of the, issue that has more light brought to it that's more in the media. And it's just an everyday struggle that we got to fight through. And I'm just glad that, I'm not in it by myself. You know what I'm saying? I have people like you, other people who, are struggling with the same thing. So it kind of makes me feel a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the only one. There's other people going through this. So don't, beat myself up about it.
Right, right. Now, if you had to sum up, if somebody came to you and they asked you what is polycystic ovarian syndrome, how would you describe it? For example, with me, I just tell them it's the cousin to diabetes. So my numbers are fine, but I have to eat like I'm a diabetic. How would you, or how does it affect you where you could describe it to somebody else?
How do I describe it? That's a good question. I don't think I've ever been asked that question.
And you can't call it the devil, okay? You can't just say it's the devil. You can't do that.
I would just say, I call it what it is. I say PCOS, and they be like, what's that? And I say polycystic ovarian syndrome. It means that, my insides is messed up. I say effed up, but my insides is messed up. You know what I'm saying? So that's normally how I would describe it. And then it depends on, who I'm talking to or what the conversation is. If they're asking more questions, then I'll go into more details to explain. But I call it what it is, because that's what it is. And I just, tell them my periods are irregular. That's mostly the time that it comes up when I'm talking about, the cycle and stuff like that. So I just say, I'm not a normal person. I have a syndrome, you know what I'm saying? I just, it's an abnormal thing. So I describe it in all types of ways, girl. I don't have no go-to way, but
Right. Girl, I was trying to describe it to somebody one time and they was like, okay, what's that? I said, think about it. Ovarian, ovaries. You know what the ovaries are? If we don't know what that is, I'm not the right person to be explained. Go to YouTube.
Sometimes I want to pull out a piece of paper and draw a diagram. Okay, this is what's going on.
I've done that. I've done it. And just to tell everybody out there with the ovaries, I wish I could show you. Okay, you know how the ovaries are on the outside. This the uterus, okay?
Yeah, the uterus. It's like the Baphomet.
Right. There you go. There you go. It's like pretty much the egg does not mature. Instead of going out and being released, it stays right there. And it never matures. And it's literally like a string of pearls on your ovaries. So if the egg does not go out, you don't have a period. You don't have a period 9 times out of 10. You're not going to ovulate.
Exactly.
So that's pretty much what polycystic ovarian syndrome. People, okay? Let me say this again. The Baphomet head. Okay, this is the ovaries. Man, oh man. Well, I'm not going to keep you too much longer, but tell everybody where they can find you. And yeah.
Sure. All right. So everybody, thank you all for coming and joining us. Number one, I do appreciate all of the people that came in and left and came back in or whatever the case may be. But you can find me on Facebook, London Worthy. You can find me on IMDb, London Worthy. You can find me here on Instagram, of course, psilocybin. That's PSIL. Wait, I can't. You see it on there. I can't even spell it.
Stop it.
I done had
See, that's that wine. That's that wine. Yep. I did my job.
And Snapchat, you can find me Londino Pacino, and Twitter, Franchise Barbie, if you care. So yeah.
And do you have any upcoming projects that we should look out for?
Yes and no. I don't want to talk about it right now because you talking and it doesn't happen. But just keep your ear to the streets. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm working on something with TLC, the channel, not the group.
That's big, girl. See, I'm gonna get the inside because I'm gonna send you my number too, and we gonna talk. I want the inside.
Yes.
Because one day you're gonna be the leader. Look, you're gonna be the lead in the movie, and I'm gonna be just like this. You're gonna be like, "Excuse me, you're an extra." Oh, sorry.
But yeah, I'm always looking for new, opportunities and things like that. With COVID going on, it's kind of really slow, which I'm kind of happy about. It's like, yes, if I can't do nothing, nobody can, But
Stop it! You're so silly.
But yeah, just keep an eye out. I can always pop up with something at any time. Just like PCOS, I'm gonna surprise you. So.
Oh, girl, yes. Take it, make it positive right now because right now it's getting on our nerves. But I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all really want to see something funny, look up the parody to Bruno Mars with Nicki Minaj. Okay. Look that up, okay? You are going to laugh. And I think that's got over 7 million views.
Finesse,
so yeah.
Finesse remix parody, yes, starring yours truly. It's definitely a key.
It is. I love me some Cardi B. That's my other friend. That's my ride or die by heart. She don't know it yet, but that's my ride or die by heart. But that was funny. I have to admit, that was really funny. And I want to thank you so much for being my first guest. You are always welcome. You are my heart. And I can't wait to be like, show my lawyer the contract. Yep, if she don't like it, we're not doing it. No. And before we leave,
wait to represent you. I can't wait to represent you because it's gonna be it ain't gonna be work for me. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. So
you know it. Before we leave, grab your wine glass.
Yes.
Or the red cup. See, you might not have wine over there. You got a red cup.
No, I do. Hold on, let me show you. See, I bought this to the Apothic Red. Very mysterious.
Oh,
right?
okay. Because if it wasn't that, I'd have been like, I got some margarita over there. I could have broke out. You should have told me, okay? You see?
Not the margarita.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But no, I had the barefoot today.
Okay.
Yep, that's
All
what I
right.
had.
Cheers
It's
to the
pretty
barefoot.
good. So, cheers to you.
You
Can't
too.
wait to see you at the Grammys.
Yes.
Let's take a sip.
All right.
I'll see y'all again. February 6th, we gonna have Danny G the stylist on here, and I will see y'all every first Saturday of the month. Thank you so much, Miss London. You are a joy as usual.
Thank you. Talk to you later. Thank you, everybody. Have a good new year.
Mwah. And I will be sending you my phone number. Yeah, we got to talk some more. I'm telling you.
For sure.
Because I'm going to be right there in the courtroom when you get sworn out. I'll be like, that's my girl. That's my girl.
2022. 2022.
Congratulations on everything. I'm serious.
You too, baby.
Much love to you, Queen. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. See y'all later.